Imagine this scenario. You've just won the most intense match in your favorite game, or you're in the middle of a crucial transaction. Suddenly, your internet connection drops completely. Your smartphone screen only shows a spinning loading icon that never ends. You check the router, kick it a little, then call customer service to vent your anger. But there's one small problem. Everyone else in the world is doing the exact same thing. GPS signals are gone, radios are dead, and several cities are experiencing massive power outages. The culprit isn't a secret conspiracy or a cyber attack. The culprit is an object we've long considered a friendly giant garden light: the sun. Yes, in 2024, our solar system's central star is in an emotional puberty phase. Scientists call it solar maximum, but in synoptic, we call it the moment the universe admin is performing a massive stress test on our planetary infrastructure. Today, we'll dissect 8 real impacts of the extreme solar storms currently occurring. This isn't science fiction. This is the universe's way of sending a glitch into our digital reality. Prepare your logic, because as it turns out, our civilization is merely sophisticated software running on very fragile cosmic hardware. X-class flares, high-speed data packets from hell. All this chaos begins with a phenomenon called a solar flare. Imagine the sun as a giant nuclear battery whose magnetic cables are constantly being twisted. When this magnetic tension reaches a saturation point, it snaps and explodes. These explosions are classified like clothing sizes: B, C, M, and the most ferocious is X-class. Your POV: if an M-class flare is a wedding party firework, then an X-class is every firework factory in the world exploding right in front of you. An X-class flare releases electromagnetic energy equivalent to billions of atomic bombs in mere seconds. This radiation travels at the speed of light and hits Earth's atmosphere in just 8 minutes. It's a massive, raw data packet. Our atmosphere, acting as a firewall, must work hard to absorb these X-rays and ultraviolet radiation. Without X-class flares, solar storms would just be another day. But once X-class appears, the admin is sending a message that we should prepare for a system crash. Auroras in unexpected places. Natural monitor color bleeding. Traditionally, the aurora is an exclusive feature for those near the poles or those who can afford expensive tickets to Scandinavia. But in 2024, this feature began to leak into unexpected places. Auroras have been seen in the UK, Germany, and even regions approaching the tropics. Visually, it's beautiful, but logically, it's a danger signal. Auroras occur when charged particles from the sun hit gases in our upper atmosphere. Your POV: imagine Earth's atmosphere as a giant monitor screen protected by a magnetic field. When an extreme solar storm arrives, our magnetic field bends violently. This causes those particles to leak into lower regions. If your computer monitor experiences color bleeding at the corners of the screen, it's a sign the monitor is starting to fail. The same goes for our sky. Auroras in unexpected locations are a sign that our magnetic shield is being hammered until it nearly breaks. Global satellite disruption, mass lag in the orbital path. We live in a civilization run by satellites. From banking to aircraft navigation, everything depends on metal objects floating in a vacuum. When a solar storm hits, Earth's upper atmosphere heats up and expands. This creates air drag for satellites in low Earth orbit. Your POV: imagine those satellites are like runners on a treadmill, and suddenly the admin puts mud under them. The satellites slow down, lose altitude, and if not corrected, they could fall and burn up. Furthermore, charged particles can hit a satellite's memory chips, causing bit flipping or random data changes. The result: your GPS might detect you're at your ex's house when you're actually at the office. This is mass lag that instantly disrupts global logistics and communication. Radio blackouts, severing authority communication lines. Ever heard of a radio blackout? This is a direct impact of X-ray radiation ionizing Earth's ionosphere layer. We usually use this layer as a mirror to bounce high-frequency HF radio signals so they can reach long distances beyond the Earth's curvature. However, an extreme solar storm turns this mirror into an absorber. Imagine you're a commercial pilot over the Atlantic Ocean. You're doing a routine check, and suddenly your radio only emits static. HF communication lines are completely dead. This isn't a minor glitch. It's a severing of communication lines for the military, aviation, and shipping. For several hours, the world becomes a very quiet and dangerous place. Aviation authorities often have to reroute planes away from the poles to avoid this risk, leading to massive delays and billions of dollars in losses. Ground-induced currents, the underground electric ghost. Solar storms don't attack from the sky, they travel beneath the ground through geomagnetically induced currents, or GIC. When Earth's magnetic field shakes, it creates an electric field on the ground surface that seeks out long conductor objects. Its favorite targets? Iron gas pipes and undersea internet cables. Imagine you are sleeping and the water pipes in your walls suddenly have a strong electrical current flowing through them, even though no wires are attached. These stray currents accelerate pipe corrosion, increasing the risk of leaks. However, even scarier is the impact on transcontinental fiber optic cables. Although they use light, those cables have electrical components to boost the signal. If a GIC current hits those components, the global internet could experience mass death. We could be trapped in digital darkness for weeks without being able to access data between continents. Migratory animal behavior, biological Google Maps glitch. We often forget that animals have far more advanced navigation technology. Birds, whales, and sea turtles use Earth's magnetic field as an internal compass. This is a built-in navigation system tested over millions of years, but a solar storm is a signal jammer for them. Imagine you are driving using a navigation app, and suddenly north and south are swapped randomly. You'll end up in a strange place. This is what happens to animals. When Earth's magnetic field experiences turbulence, whales can lose their way and beach themselves in mass numbers, or migrant birds fly in the wrong direction and die of exhaustion. Logically, this is a reminder that our reality is built not just by technology, but by the planet's frequency harmony. When the planet's magnetic reality is distorted, the entire ecosystem feels the glitch. Global power grid risk, transformer game over scenario. This seventh impact is the most feared, a total power grid collapse. Induced currents, GIC, can enter high-voltage grids and reach transformers. The problem is transformers are designed for alternating current, AC, not direct current from outer space. Imagine you turn on the fridge and suddenly there's a loud explosion from the power station and the entire city goes black pitch. DC current from the sun causes transformer cores to heat up instantly until they melt. In 1989, Quebec lost power for 9 hours in just 90 seconds after a solar storm. Today, where we depend on electricity for everything from water pumps to servers at hospitals, this scenario is a real catastrophe. If many transformers explode simultaneously, replacing them would take months. This is a hard reset for our modern civilization. Solar cycle 25 peak. Patch notes from the sun. Why is 2024 so wild? Because the sun follows an 11-year cycle rhythm, and we're currently at the peak of cycle 25. Latest data shows this cycle is far more active than scientists predicted. It's like being forced to accept a major update from the universe, even though our operating system is old school and unprepared. The peak of this cycle means the frequency of X-class solar flares and coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, is at its highest. We can't ask the sun to stop sneezing. All we can do is strengthen our infrastructure, create backup systems, and train our logic so we don't panic when digital reality starts to wobble. This peak of this cycle is the final test for the resilience of human technology in the face of its own parent star's power. The instant reality we live in is actually just a brief anomaly in Earth's long history. We are highly dependent on the stability of a single star. Studying these impacts makes us realize the importance of resilience. We are an intelligent species, but we must learn humility in the face of cosmic mechanisms far larger than our own logic. Those were the 8 impacts of extreme solar storms targeting us in 2024. It turns out the universe has a unique way of reminding us that we are all just guests in this galaxy. Now, try using your logic. If tomorrow morning you woke up and the entire world's internet was completely dead for 1 month due to a solar storm, what thing would make you panic the most? Your digital bank balance or the reality that you have to talk directly to your parents without holding a phone? Write your survival scenarios in the comments. Let's discuss how to remain sane humans even while the world is offline. Thank you for watching till the end. If you like how we explain complex things to make them make more sense, don't forget to follow Synoptic. We will continue to discuss many everyday things that are actually fascinating, as long as they're explained the right way. Synoptic, the world simplified, one thought at a time.